Hi everyone! Welcome to my series of ClickUp tutorials. In this episode, we're getting to know custom fields, which allow you to add any kind of data field in ClickUp based on your needs. You may have already gone through ClickUp standard features and wondered how you can track specific information needed in your work. Custom fields is a great functionality for that purpose. Let's start by looking at custom fields directly in ClickUp. You can create them by clicking on the three dots next to each level and selecting Custom Fields. Another option is to click on the plus sign next to the view and either select a custom field from the library or create a new one from the options below. If you haven't enabled Custom Fields ClickUp for your workspace, you can do it first from this same menu. There are many options for the custom field in this list. Let's go through some of the ones I would consider most useful for everyday work management. To start with, we have the drop-down that allows users to select a value from a predefined list. Then there's Progress, which will automatically calculate a completion percentage based on what is happening in the task. You can choose if the progress is only based on subtasks or also checklists and assigned comments. A simple checkbox is handy, as are text fields, and ClickUp has two of them, one for short text and one for long text. I like to use the latter especially on status updates on projects, as those need more information in addition to a simple progress indicator. The numerical custom fields, such as money and number, are great for everyday use, and you can even do calculations on these using the formula field. People custom field is great if you want to add person information that is separate from task management. As an example, you might want to manage customer contracts in a way that the tasks are assigned to respective sales managers, but the area director information is stored in this custom field. Finally, if you have a more complicated work task that doesn't work with automatic progress, you can always customize your own progress tracker with values that fit the purpose better. Next, I'll create a few custom fields for demo purposes. I'll first create a drop-down for market areas that we want to track, and the options are called East, West, and Central. Pay attention to the level you are in ClickUp. Here I want to create the custom field to a folder level, as this will be applicable to all lists in the customer folder. First, we'll give the field a name. Then we'll write the options below. You can just type and click Enter. ClickUp will give you the next available field. I'll also add color so that we can separate the options from one another. Let's track monetary value as well and create a custom field for that purpose. I'll use money custom field for this purpose, although the number could work here just as well. Now that the fields appear in the list, let's look at how those are displayed in the task. As you can see, custom fields appear below the task description, and those with values are visible by default. If you have tens of custom fields, maintaining those will quickly become a lot of work, especially when ClickUp has a whole host of other functionalities available in the task. Editing and removing custom fields can be a bit tricky if you have created them on folder or list level. I recommend to first check on the workspace level which custom fields are used where. Go first to the Everything level. Then from the plus sign, select the Custom Fields library. Here you can see the custom fields and locations. You can also edit them and take them into use, but make sure again that you are on the correct level. If you move a task from one location to another, ClickUp will warn you if those fields are not available in the new location. Similarly, if you add the task to multiple lists, it will inherit all the custom fields in all locations. If you remove a task from a list, also the custom field information related to that particular location is erased. Here are a few tips on using custom fields for your work. To start with, I recommend always creating custom fields on the topmost level whenever possible. In practice, this usually means workspace or space level depending on the size of the company. The primary reason for this is that creating custom fields on different levels adds quite a lot of complexity, and you may quickly end up having tens of custom fields that need to be maintained on different levels in ClickUp. Remember that if you create a custom field, it is inherited down to levels below it, but not up. So if you create a custom field for a list, it is not automatically added to the folder or space level, or even to the other lists on the same level. The second piece of advice resulting from point number 1 is to use custom fields sparingly and restrict who can create the new ones. I would recommend to keep custom fields to a maximum of 10 per work area, as you have to remember these are added on top of standard ClickUp data fields, which can be plenty in itself. It is better to have one person managing custom fields so that the use is controlled, rather than have everyone create them and then end up cleaning unused or duplicate fields later on. One aspect worth considering also is that when a task is added to multiple lists, it inherits custom fields from all locations, and this quickly adds up. Therefore, custom fields should be for storing permanent, widely used, and very important information. In any other cases, I would recommend using tags as they are much more versatile and easier to maintain in ClickUp. A final point is related to numerical data. Although ClickUp has functions and you can calculate data, custom fields may turn out to be a challenge for more complex needs. As an example, formula fields cannot be reused as a basis for another formula, so you have to retype all calculations for each formula separately. For this reason, I would always recommend to test out numeric data fields, especially in dashboards, before committing to using them for a certain purpose.